Yeah, baby. You guys know what's coming, right? Ooh, baby, baby. Say it with me. Ooh, baby, baby. Look at that. Oh my God. All right, let's be real here. Green beans, bacon. I mean, seriously. Green beans, bacon. Oh, what if you would have put them together in a very, very unique way? That's what I got for you today. Let's get going. This recipe is so fun to do because not only is it delicious, it's simple, it's easy, but it just has this kind of unique burst of flavor when you you gotta watch this. So let me start off with saying what we're gonna do here. We've got some bacon. All right, I've got about 7 slices here. All right, you do not want to use thick cut bacon for this. You want to just use regular thin sliced bacon, but make sure there's some nice meat on here. Don't get the real cheap stuff that is all fat. All right, just get some nice. Make sure it's this is Hormel, so that's just my go-to. All right, and then the green beans I'm using, as you can tell, frozen green beans. Now, you could get fresh green beans, but then you gotta snip them on the ends, and you have to blanch them and then shock them and all that good stuff. Just get some frozen green beans because they're so much easier to use and they are delicious and fresh and wonderful. Okay? So, very, very simple. And I have made this as a side dish for all kinds of great, meat, chicken, pork, steak, even seafood, salmon. It's just a great side dish. In particular, as the holidays are coming up, if you're watching this, before the holidays, whenever you're watching this video, it's always a great dish to put for like Thanksgiving or even Christmas and the holidays or whatever you have. Okay, so let's get started. What we're going to do is we're going to take 1 slice of bacon like this, and then you just take a handful of green beans and you kind of just layer them like that, put it like this, and then we just roll. Okay? Roll it up, roll it up, roll it up. Just like that. And then we just lay it on a sheet pan. There's no reason to put any grease on here. You could use parchment paper if you wanted to, but it's really not that necessary. And before we started here today, I've preheated the oven to 425 degrees. The time that it takes to make these is really all about the oven, because you're going to cook these for about 20 to 25 minutes until the bacon becomes nice and crispy. So here's number 2. So I'm going to continue to roll these up, and then when we come back, I'll show you what we're going to do with this the last second, and then we'll get going, and then we'll finish up. And I got a little stay tuned. I have a little bit of a added little extra for you at the very, very end before we plate it up. Oh, these are so delicious. Stay right there. All right, as you can see, we've got all 7 of these wrapped up. Probably, if you wanted to do 8 and you wanted to do, if let's say you had a party of 4 people, you could have 2 sides per plate of whatever you're serving, or just put them right on the buffet and everybody can kind of go for themselves. Right before we put them in the oven, remember, 425 degrees, 20 to 25 minutes. I have some lemon pepper, and we'll put a little bit of that on each one, like so. All right, perfect. Now, a couple of housekeeping notes here before we put them in the oven. I want to talk to you real quick about this. Notice I didn't do any salt. Okay, that's because the bacon has got plenty of sodium, all right? Notice how we didn't do any oil on the pan. That's because there's plenty of fat that's going to come from this bacon as it bakes out. One of the things that I love about this recipe is that we're going to be, because it's going in the oven, it's a dry heat, which, believe it or not, is not going to overcook these green beans. They're still going to have a nice, beautiful crunch. They're going to contain all their nutrients and vitamins, just as we want for our bodies. So by the dry heat of the oven, they're going to be beautifully green and crispy still. but it's going to have that amazing flavor of bacon that everyone loves, and then a little hint of lemon pepper. Oh, so good. You have to try this. Okay. Now, what is so important about learning those techniques and foundations? Because that's the key to raising your kitchen confidence. That's the key to becoming a better cook, is understanding the foundations, the techniques, the methods, okay, that really take you from zero to hero. And you will not find that in a cookbook. You just can't. Cookbooks do not teach you how to cook. Where you can find it is in my ebook. You can pick one up right now. There's a link in the description box below. My ebook is not a cookbook. I want to make that very clear. It's not a cookbook. It's not filled with recipes. It's filled with the necessary techniques and proper foundations and formulas that you need to really, really raise your kitchen confidence. So there you have it. So we're going to put these in the oven 20 to 25 minutes. We'll be right back. I'm going to show you what we're going to do before they come out of the oven, and then we're going to plate it up and take a taste. Be right back. All right, so the green beans and the bacon are baking nicely in the oven. I just checked on them. They've got about another 7 to 10 minutes, but they're looking spectacular. In the meantime, while we're waiting for those, we're going to make a little bit of drizzling sauce to go on top right at the very end. So what we've got is I've got a nice little sauce pot here. I'm going to get the heat on, like so. And we'll take 1 stick of butter, unsalted butter, okay? And in that, we're going to put in about 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Perfect. And we're going to take about a tablespoon of maple syrup. Perfect. Just like that. I'm just going to let this melt down nice. Get all incorporated, really, really nice. Nothing crazy. We're simple cooking here. Easy, easy, easy. So basically you just want to get this all melted down and incorporated. And boom. And you just want to set it aside. The other thing I wanted to mention to you, because this was a question I got a while ago, and I think it's important to bring to your attention. Some people like to prep ahead of time. They don't want to be bogged down to have a dinner party, right? So if you wanted to wrap your bacon, your green beans and bacon beforehand, and then you wanted to set them in your fridge, please, 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 again, this is back to techniques and foundations. Make sure you remove your bacon and green beans out of the fridge to room temperature at least 15-20 minutes before you put them in the oven. Because if you don't, what will happen is the cold bacon and green beans going into your 425 degree oven will drop that temperature of the oven down immediately, which will alter the cooking times and mess up everything, okay? So make sure if you prep ahead, pull your product out, sit it on the counter for about 20 minutes, let it come to room temperature, and then you're off and running, okay? I'm gonna check on these green beans. We'll be right back, and then we'll plate it up, do our little drizzle, and take a taste. Be right back. All right, look at this. Oh my goodness, are you serious? Look at how beautiful. And like I said, these are not overcooked. These still have just amazing texture to them. They're holding their body, and all the natural vitamins and nutrients are involved. That bacon is nice and beautifully crisp. Oh, if you could smell this, you would not believe. All right, so let's take it to our plate here. I tell you, you do this, people will say, "Where did you're a 5-star chef all of a sudden?" Yeah, it's Chef Brian's kitchen. Okay, like that. Now we'll take our maple butter with a little bit of lemon. And what you basically do is just drizzle on top like that. Yeah, baby. You guys know what's coming, right? Ooh, baby, baby. Say it with me. Ooh, baby, baby. Look at that. Oh my God. Make sure you get it on top of the bacon. Oh my goodness. All right. Look at how amazing that looks. Oh, we got to go in. We got to go in. Let's do this. Look at that. If you don't try this, I mean, this is absolutely delicious. And you can tell, and you can just tell just how amazing this is as a side dish for steak or seafood or chicken or what have you. It's just a unique twist on vegetables. And if you're a bacon lover, and who isn't, you're only just adding to beautiful green beans. Oh, so unbelievable. Listen, that's all I got for you today. Thank you so much for watching. I just want to say something else to all of you. I want to give a big shout out and thank you to everyone that's been jumping on and watching the videos and making some amazing comments. I love you so much. You guys have elevated this channel like no other. Continue to share and spread the word and keep watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't. I really, really do appreciate you. All sincerity from me. All right, I will see you next time right here in Chef Brian's Kitchen. And remember, as always, until then, eat well and stay healthy.